Happy New Year, everyone. Or should I say, still, Merry Christmas. And here's why. Today's New Year's Eve, and we are really looking forward to close 2024 and leave it behind us and step into 2025. There's nothing wrong with that. There's always something in us that wants to move on, move forward. And at this point, when we are anticipating another year, there's a pull, an excitement, a wave. We are just looking forward to cross into the new year. Such is life, and that's a good thing. On the other hand, as we cross into the new year, I've been thinking about the need to take time, to slow down, to ponder a little bit more. There's a verse in Luke chapter 2, verse 19. After the shepherds have visited Mary and seen the baby in the manger, the verse tells us that Mary treasured all these words and pondered them in her heart. That one verse has stayed with me throughout the entire Christmas season. That she kept listening, she kept hearing, she kept observing, and she kept holding all these things in her heart, treasuring them and pondering them. So that's the reason why, as we cross into the new year and as we move on into the future that is ahead of us, I hope as everything continues to rush forward, we will take some time to treasure the important things a little longer in our hearts and to ponder them a little bit more, because when that happens, we sort of mine their full goodness and wisdom, and integrate that with us. We live in a culture where there's so much information coming at us. You know, just think about you browsing for a couple of minutes, and you'll have gone through dozens and dozens of memes. You'll have gone through dozens and dozens of posts. You won't even remember them all. So, and that's just in a few minutes of browsing. Just think about how much comes at us in a single year. So I think moving forward, if you're gonna have a wonderful life ahead, you need to create time to treasure the things that matter a little bit longer, to breathe them in, to soak in them, and also to ponder them in your heart. What does this truly mean? What's the goodness in this moment, or what's the difficulty in that moment? And I think such a practice is bound to cultivate in us a posture of becoming wiser. It's one thing to be more informed. It's another thing to be wiser. So I began this by saying Happy New Year and also Merry Christmas. It's because, did you know that there are 12 days of Christmas, starting on December 25th all the way to January 5th? And I was thinking about that, and I realized that this is such a genius idea. You know, the Christmas story is much, much bigger to be taken in a single day, December 25th. And so what the ancients did is that they just created a festival of 12 days. Can you imagine 12 days waking up and treasuring and pondering the story of Christmas without moving on too fast? So that is bound to really allow you to soak it in, to be shaped by the story and to be transformed by it. So beloved friends, as you go into 2025, I hope today is a day of excitement wherever you will be. Maybe there's little time to pause and ponder, but in the next few days, treasure the things that matter a little longer and ponder them in your heart and see what comes out of that. Happy New Year and a blessed 2025.